each device will speak the same language as it moves through the chain. Okay, so calibration is extremely important. There's tools out there to do that kind of stuff. I think one's a QE or, anyway, I don't have one. But I know they're out there. So, important to, for calibration, and then important to understand that every device has its own color space. And the papers that you choose to print, whatever you're going to print, it's going to have a huge impact. The brighter the paper, the more premium the paper, to Mike's excellent point about a premium matte coated versus an economy matte coated, is going to have an impact. And you need to really, really take all that into consideration, talk to the printer. They need this. So this is kind of everyone's responsibility. So to read it to you, if you think about what designers can do to kind of help in the process along the way, and of course we direct this to designers in most cases, is to ask the printer to provide their ICC color profile. And it's the, I'm going to mess up the name, it's like International Commission on. So the color profile, keeping your monitor and printer calibrated. Every device has its own color gamut, which we talked about. And I'm going to do a sidebar Sappy commercial for a minute. We came out with something a couple years ago, I don't know if you remember, Mike, but our Opus brand, it was engineered to reproduce a wider gamut of color than its competitor in the same grade category. That, again, is one of those proprietary, not telling Annie because she'll tell everybody things, but they did it. So we have a whole building filled with paper scientists, literally, chemical engineers and the like, and that paper was engineered in the coating process, in the mix, to be able to reproduce a wider range of color. And we have all of these scientific measurements, against some of the competitive sheets to demonstrate that. So it really is important, the substrate that you choose. Designing visually neutral surroundings. So if you're thinking about the lighting that you're working in, is going to have an impact on how you're seeing it, excuse me, and how it will be reproduced. The better the paper, the wider the color gamut. Oh, it's commercial. And check before converting from RGB to CMYK for all the reasons that we just kind of went through very quickly. Think beyond print, always retain an RGB version. So if you're going to hold on to whatever you originally started in, and if you need to go back, and again, that's going to assist your printer assisting you. And back to make sure all suppliers use ICC color management standards. So again, you're talking about every device using the same language throughout the process. Just because a color is outside the traditional CMYK space doesn't mean it can't be reproduced on press. And as I mentioned in the back portion of this book, we give some ideas and recommendations on how you might recapture some of that on press. You're not going to be able to get everything you want, but with the right input from you to your printer, they can usually get pretty darn close. So bottom line, talk to your printer early and often. Some of the resources, Mike mentioned the Paperette. It's a great resource from Linnemeyer. And then you have your online, Linnemeyer Online. And our Sappy website has a tremendous amount of information, whether it's about managing color, the paper basics that we talked about. There's little microsites if you wanted to watch some video, and you referenced a few of those as well. We went through this very, very, very quickly, and Steve is the expert for the first half of this. I was happy to be able to have these books to kind of reinforce some of the messages that he shared. So if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. If I can't, then I'll send you something that can. If you have any questions? I'm really good at this then.
We're going to put you to sleep. I think the only other thing we didn't talk about in pretty much the last couple of years, we almost always have to talk about the environment. I think one of the things that comes with the brand now, especially with a company like Sappy, is the environment's kind of assumed. Pretty much all their papers are going to be certified. Most are going to be tri-certified. Almost all of them are carry post-consumer waste. So you can make all the green statements that You know, some of these things they come in trends, they come in and people that make the assumption it's there. It is assumed with the branded product. It's not assumed universally. So, you know, again, if you need to make green statements or whatever, you know, with their whole portfolio, you can make some sort of statement, whether it's FSC, SFI, post-consumer, whatever you're looking to do. And that's it. And again, if you guys want us to come back and do individual things with you guys or with your team, so there's people that aren't here from your company, this might make sense. We can do a working breath lunch or whatever. Let you call the person know that we have to come and dive into any detail you want. I mean, we have, I think one of the opening slides was resources. We have access through good people like Sappy and through other mills, pretty much any presentation you want. They don't just pop to you. If you have a need for something you want to learn, something that's new in trends, and you say, hey, we'd love to have our people up to speed on whatever, carbon neutral, whatever. Let us know, shoot us an email, and we'll put together a presentation, customize it to what you guys are looking for. Okay?
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.